Hello, church family. Ron Branscombe here. We're going to do a quick summary of Psalm 149. And like I mentioned last week, it's hard to believe that we're on the very tail end of the book of Psalms. And hey, I just thank you to Brother Seth and Brother Josh for a job well done tonight for the Christmas service. The choir did excellent. It's always a great service. So thank y'all so much for leading that. Let's dig into Psalm 149. This is a pretty short one, but I want to break it up into 4 items. And I want to start with the most important activity of our church. The most important activity of our church is to worship God. And as we come together as a congregation, worshiping God is really key. And so there's 4 areas that this particular chapter, I think, hits on related to the worship of God. Verses 1 through 2, I believe it's worship the Lord intelligently and making that a focus on the Lord, and really getting into the habit of having that worship, of focusing on the Lord, really leads to it being a craving within you. And so doing it intelligently, though, is really key, because if we are just haphazard in regard to our worship of God as a congregation, then we're not really doing it wisely. And I think there can be the challenges that come out of that. The next area, verses 3 through 4, I've got written down in my Bible: worship the Lord fervently. And I really have the thought that comes to my mind as I read verses 3 and 4 is expression. Talking about music, talking about dancing, there being some expression in worshiping our God. And so worshiping intelligently, and then worshiping our Lord fervently. Verse 5, worship the Lord gratefully. Let his faithful people rejoice in this honor and sing for joy on their beds. Usually when I'm in my bed, I'm very grateful, but just being grateful in our worship of the Lord. And then the 4th item, this is the wrap up of verses 6 through 9, is worshiping the Lord triumphantly. Worship and warfare go together. And so this particular psalm really takes a turn in regard to the message of praise the God. May the praise of God be in their mouths and a double-edged sword in their hands. You have a warfare attitude to inflict vengeance on the nation and punishments on the people. It's a little bit different mindset as the first 3 items I had reflected there. But it's obvious here that in worshiping the Lord, there is going to be some form of, if it's spiritual warfare or some type of physical warfare that David and his folks experienced as they journeyed back in those times. So those are the quick summaries of worshiping the Lord. Just remember, again, the most important activity of our church is to worship our Lord. God bless. I hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas from the Branscombes to yours. And Lord willing, we will see you Sunday. Take care.